Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at all the contents of the new Warcry Heart of GHUR box set. The Warhammer community team has put up an article today showing us all the contents of the new Warcry box set. This is brilliant news because it means if we're seeing all the contents of the box now, it shouldn't be that long until the set is actually released. So we might not have to wait until the usual October, November time for the box set to come out. So in this video we'll have a close look at all the contents and also some new rules that have shown up on the ability cards. So this is really exciting. I can't wait to find out more about it. But from the very small amount of information we can see on the ability cards, I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's a nice addition to the rule set. So yeah, can't wait for you to see that, and we'll be talking about it a lot in this video. Yesterday we got to see some amazing previews online for the Summer Skirmish, and the first time we saw the box set for Warcry Heart of GHUR, and the box art looks fantastic, brilliant looking set, and yeah, lots to like about this. In the online preview, they did say it's a second edition of the game, but the rules would be updated and not changed completely. And so it hinted that the main rule set would stay the same, just with some updates and some changes, specifically for the terrain, so we could play this new edition in the realm of beasts and in the Gnarlwood setting. And as you'll see later on, it looks like this update is going to contain some new rules that we haven't seen before, so very exciting. But let's look at the other contents before we get to that. And here we've got the first Warband, the Horns of GHUR. If you saw my video yesterday, you'll know I'm not too keen on these, and I won't be using them to play with. I'll get them painted up and then I'll probably look to sell them. Might even do a giveaway. That'd be quite fun. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to be doing with those. But I am a big fan of the Rotmire Creed, and I'm really looking forward to get hold of these. When I saw the first model with the stilts, I kind of liked it. Wasn't blown away, but now I've seen the whole warband. Yeah, I'm really into this. There's only like 3 of them with stilts, so that's cool. But the rest of it is just awesome. I love the theme, the hoods, the swampy vibe you're getting from. I think it's fantastic. The star of the show for me, though, is the terrain. I think they've done an amazing job here. They've completely nailed it, and this is just brilliant. I mean, look at this one. This is a great piece of scenery. I can't wait to get it painted up. I'm going to go for more of a swampy vibe of mine. So this is quite dry, almost like a wasteland. So yeah, I want to add a bit more gunge and slime to it, and so yeah, a bit more water effects and some greenery around the bottom I think would be pretty cool. So yeah, I want to go for a swamp look, and then that would make sense with having these raised platforms as well, and also the stilts. I love how they've got the rope bridges connecting the different towers. You've got a watchtower, you've got all these different what they call gnarl oaks growing over the different skulls and rib cages and things like that. So really bags of character with this terrain. Now this is going to be a joy to paint, I think. I don't think this is going to be as fiddly as the Red Harvest set. Now it says in the article today to keep your eyes on those meat trees. Don't get too close because some of those smaller pieces of scenery can be deadly. So we've got some more deadly terrain here. I wonder if the tree can actually damage you as well in a Whomping Willow style. That'd be pretty fun. Next up is the core book, and this will have the complete rulebook for the new edition, and it's going to set the scene for our battles in the realm of beast. And it's got rules for open play, match play, and narrative play games. Now it does say to keep our eyes on the Warhammer community site because they'll be taking a look at some of the rules updates for the new edition soon. So they keep emphasising its rules updates for the new edition, not a complete reworking of those rules. So this is really good because the core mechanics are fantastic, and if they just update them to add some twists, improving them here and there, then that's fantastic. We really didn't want to see those completely change, so I'm really happy about this. Just as we saw with Catacombs and Red Harvest, there's an extra book that goes alongside it, and this is called the Rotten Ruin Warband Tome. So this is going to have the rules and backgrounds for the 2 new warbands. It's also going to include terrain rules for Gnarlwood and faction-specific quests for both Horns of GHUR and Rotmire Creed. It also includes 2 campaign arcs, tables for naming fighters, and backgrounds of the warband leader. So everything we're used to already with Warcry when we're developing our warbands. So this seems pretty standard now. The main core book and then a side book to go along with the terrain. So I don't think we're going to see many changes here, just updates. So this is brilliant. Let's have a look at the accessories now. So this is going to be pretty much your standard box as well, because you're going to get the board, the battle plan cards. So we'll have the different terrain setups as well. So that's fantastic. You're going to get dice, range ruler, fighter cards, and ability cards. So that's what we really wanted. We wanted to keep with these ability cards and fighter cards, a key part of the game, and having those cards makes a huge difference when you play. A lot easier than playing out of the books. For the dice, I'd really like to have seen the more square dice. These have got the rounded corners, and in Red Harvest they did it where the pictures shown beforehand were different from the dice that came in the actual box set when it was released. So I'm hoping that's the same here, and I hope we get those right angle corners because I think they look a lot better. Nice to see some different logos on here though. That's been updated as well alongside all the branding for the new edition. Now, it does say that there's going to be a lot more to see for this box set as we get closer to the release of it, including the warbands, the lethal setting, and the new rules. So does this mean the new rules that have come to the update, or are they now saying it's a complete revamp of the rules? And again, I think it's just an update. They do keep stating that, and as they did in the online preview too. So for me, I'm taking this as there's additional rules that have been added to it. So these are the new rules coming to the core mechanics of the game that we're already used to. But I've just put a green square around this here. You can see there is a rule we've never seen before. So this is one of those new rules, and this is a reaction. Let's get in a bit closer here so we can read it. So this is for the horns of her shoot, and this is called Breath of Cinder and Smoke. It tells us a fighter can make this reaction when an enemy fighter finishes a move action within 3 inches of them. Roll a dice. If the roll is equal to or greater than, and then that's as far as we get. So it's not going to give us any more info in this image, but I think we could just go on from here and say if the roll is equal to or greater than maybe the toughness of the character or the fighter, the enemy fighter, then we can maybe deal 1 damage or D3 damage or something like that. So this is pretty cool. This is a new mechanic added to the game, and this is going to give you something to do when it's the other player's activation. Now, I wonder how many times you can react and whether there's only going to be 1 reaction per warband. So that's interesting. And they did say in the previous day that we'll be able to use all of the previous warbands we've played with so far in the game. So does that mean they'll also give reactions for each of those warbands in an update? That's going to be fantastic because that will really add a little bit of excitement and new substance to the existing warbands we play with. So that's really fun. I can't wait to see what they do with this. So this was nice to get a little peek at what's to come, this new reaction rule. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing it rolled out across all the existing warbands. So there's quite a lot, even if they do it for all the Underworlds warbands as well. There's going to be lots of new reactions coming, and hopefully it plays into the narrative. I'm sure it will for each of those different types. It seems we've got a lot to look forward to with this new box set, and also as the build up to its release, we're going to see loads more information and rules. So I'm hoping they expand on the reaction rules, and I hope they go in a bit more detail about those 2 warbands too. Be great to see some of the terrain rules as well, and get some solid information about the core rules, exactly how they're updating it, and what new rules will be put into place. There we go, that's the article today with all the contents we've seen now for the box set, and I'm really excited to get all this new information for Warcry, new products. I hope they bring out Warcry dedicated warband sets after this box set. That's going to be brilliant, and the ones they brought out for the original game was just fantastic. The Corvus Cabal and that lot were just brilliant models, excellent sculpts, and they just nailed it. So I hope they do that again for this new edition. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, and how excited are you on a 1 to 10 level for this game? Add that down there too. Be cool to see what you think. But thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this. Don't forget to hit that notification bell too, because I'll be updating the channel with loads of Warcry news as we get it. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you here next time. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.